Take 14 to 25 Scandinavian cowhides and tan to the highest quality. Peel and prepare the root ball of 1 walnut. Carefully add 15 litres of paint, colour as requested. Flavour with 505 copper studs and 450 different body components. Garnish with 10 metres of Wilton carpet. Add plenty of skilled labour and then simmer with care for 2 to 3 months. And that's the recipe for a Rolls-Royce, one of the world's most prestigious motor cars. Let's go and see how it's done. Since the first car rolled off the Rolls-Royce production line nearly 100 years ago, the name has been synonymous with quality, craftsmanship and of course luxury. And after a visit to the factory, it's very easy to see why. There's a saying here at Rolls-Royce and Bentley. The answer is yes. Now what's the question? This is Mulliner Park Ward and it's where customers come to discuss their special requirements. You want a photocopier in the car, or maybe a DVD player, armour plating, even bulletproof glass. It really isn't a problem. The only problem is, once you've decided on the extras that you want, you have to decide on the colour. Now there are 30 colours to choose from as standard. And if none of these suit you, then there are thousands of other shades for you to look at as well. But if you really can't find the right colour for you, you can do as one customer did. You could bring in your favourite shade of nail varnish and they'll match the car to that. Now, if money is no object, you can individualise your Rolls-Royce to your heart's desire. It's not unusual for the price of a car to multiply by 3 or 4 times, after some customers have added their own personal ingredients. And at £150,000 for the standard Silver Seraph, the extras are certainly one huge cherry on a very expensive cake. How do you turn this huge burl of walnuts into this, a work of art? Well, it's not an easy task. It takes a team of craftsmen here at Rolls-Royce between 13 and 15 days to do it. The first step, paper-thin sheets of veneer are lathed off the burl of walnuts. They're then jointed together before being attached onto a wooden fascia. Then 17 different pieces of inlay are added onto each separate fascia panel. The fascia is then cut out and sanded before being veneered and very highly polished. And as if all that work wasn't enough, on a Rolls-Royce, every piece of veneer on the left-hand side of the car has to perfectly mirror the veneer on the right. The world may be spinning faster than ever, but the gentle pace of hand-built craftsmanship continues at Rolls-Royce. They do use the odd machine, but there is no compromise to quality. Depending on what extras the customer has gone for, it takes between 14 to 25 high-quality Connolly hides to trim a Rolls-Royce or a Bentley. Now, there are 35 standard colours of leather, but the customer can have them dyed to any shade they want, even chrome yellow, very subtle. If leather's not your thing, then don't worry. They'll upholster your car in anything you want. Yes, anything. So if you're a complete football fanatic, you can even have the interior astroturfed. And to finish the job off, you take 12 metres of the very finest Wilton carpet, hand-woven and dyed to match. I wonder if there's enough of these leftover bits to do my living room. Everything at Rolls-Royce is built to the highest standards, right down to the smallest components in the engine, which means that problems are few and far between. But as they'll tell you at Rolls-Royce, their cars never break down. They just fail to proceed. This car has just arrived from the paint shop and it's just about to start a 3-week journey down the production line. At the moment, it's just a raw shell. By the time it gets right down there to the other end of the factory, it will be ready for the customer. Cary Grant, Sammy Davis Jr., Lenin, Stalin, Churchill, John Lennon, Prince Nazim, Muhammad Ali, and even Mike Tyson. Oh yes, if you've got a famous face, you'll surely drive the most famous of cars. Now, how do I get to join the club? Well, those are the ingredients, and this is the finished product, a Rolls-Royce. But it's still missing the icing on the cake, because no car leaves this factory until it's had a good, long polish.